it's Dr. Toya here, and welcome to the By Default Highlight Reel, where we highlight our business owners by bringing you videos and interviews so that they can tell their stories in their own words. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more episodes. I hope you enjoy. All right, hello everyone, it's Dr. Toya here, and I am joined by Dr. Wilson from Urology Unbound. Welcome, Dr. Wilson.
Thank you so much for having me, Toya.
Thank you for coming. I'm very excited to have you here. So before we get into Urology Unbound, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, well, my name is Shenelle Wilson, and I'm originally from Toronto, Canada, but grew up in Maryland, mostly Silver Spring, Maryland. Moved around a bunch. I am the child of immigrants. My parents are from St. Vincent in the islands.
I did not know that. Okay.
And Panama. So, I tell people all the time, I'm a true American, just a mixture of everything.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did not know that. I'm from Trinidad, so I didn't realize I was talking to another West Indian. Okay.
Family.
Yes, very well could be. All right. So tell me, how did you decide you wanted to get into urology?
When I was in college, I was a nurse. And so I went to medical school having some experience with the medical field. I wasn't really quite sure about what I wanted to do just from my experiences in healthcare at that point. And when I was in my first year, I did a shift down over in California, actually.
Oh.
And the urologist, he had a really bad call, I now know, but upon coming in for the week I was there during my Christmas break, and he did all these different procedures. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? Like every night I see you doing something different. And he was just the coolest guy. I mean, a lot of what attracts people to urology are the personalities.
Right.
And this guy was just really easy to talk to. He let me come and help him with some procedures and took the time to get me onto the internet and, show me the different websites, get me involved early on. And so, I mean, from then on, I was hooked. I loved the mixture of medicine and surgery. And I loved how I could focus on quality of life issues in urology. And so it just all spoke to me.
Oh, nice. It's good to have a calling. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, what exactly does a urologist do?
So urologists are surgeons who work on the genital urinary system, but because, like I said, we have a good mixture of medicine and surgery, we also are kind of like primary care physicians of the genital urinary system. You think about kidney stones, who operates on that, prostate cancer, anything, incontinence, urinary incontinence, leakage, things like that. Anything from the kidneys down to the genitals we're dealing with.
Gotcha. And is it just men, or do you help women as well?
Men, women, and children. And actually, I fellowship trained in urogynecology or female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery after I finished my residency. And so I actually probably treat more women than I do men, but we treat the gamut.
Gotcha. Okay, yes. And thank you for doing what you do, because I have no interest in treating men or leakage problems. So yes, we need you. So tell me a little bit more about Urology Unbound.
Sure. So, when I got interested in urology, you're in medicine, you look around at the workforce and it's very homogenous.
Yeah.
And then when you get into the surgical subspecialties, it gets even more homogenous. And so Block Urologists comprise about 2% of the entire field, which is less than 300 Black urologists in the country, because urology as a specialty is really, really small.
Right.
So, I knew that I wanted to be in a position, just even when I was in medical school, to be able to mentor medical students along the way, help them to get into urology. Partially for me, I wanted to build my own community around me. And when I decided not to go into academic medicine, at least initially, it ended up being very organic, the way Urology Unbound formed. Last year, when I was a fellow, everything kind of went virtual during the COVID pandemic at the beginning of it. And so my brother at the time, my brother is applying to urology, and he had a lot of friends who knew his sister was in urology. I had some medical student mentees kind of along the way, and they were all reaching out at the same time, like, what are we gonna do? How do we distinguish ourselves? They were just really worried. And so I contacted a bunch of friends I had in urology who were Black and Latinx, and we kind of got together and planned a webinar to go through everything with them. And from there, it just snowballed.
Yeah.
I really found my passion there and realized that we need a three-tiered mentorship model to not only help us when we're medical students, but help us to get through residency, provide support, networking. And then when we become attendings, like I am now, we still need that sense of community. We still need a lot of support because it can just be really isolating. And
Yeah.
so Urology Unbound, it focuses on the recruitment, retention, and promotion of Black urologists. And we run a pipeline program called the R. Frank Jones Urology Interest Group, which works with Black, Latinx, Indigenous, essentially BIPOC students who are attempting to get into urology, and provides them some support.
Wow, that's amazing and definitely needed. Yeah. So, just so that the viewers can get an idea of how, significant this is, what are some of the numbers, if you have them, about, how many Black urologists there are versus what there should be?
Yeah, the last number said about 280 in the country. There's about 13,000 urologists in the country overall. And so, 280
Yeah.
is quite a small number. Similarly for Latinx urologists, about almost a little bit less than 4% of the workforce is Latinx. And, if you look at our populations within the country,
Right.
we're at 13, 15%, Latinx 18%, and the numbers are only rising. We aim to achieve population concordance to make it just more equitable, more fair, be able to reach out to our own communities and provide them urological care.
Yes. Yeah, and that is very, very important. Our patients want to see doctors that look like them, and it's important because that's what we want, right? So yeah, thank you so much for doing what you do. Yes.
I love it, every bit of it.
Yes, good. So tell me, what does it mean to you to be a Black urologist?
I just wanted to be a urologist.
Yeah.
And that's part of what Urology Unbound will hopefully achieve, is that as we become more diverse, we can just be ourselves and just practice medicine. And but specifically, being a Black urologist, like you said, you hit the nail on the head. When I walk into a room and my patient is Black, first of all, they say it. They're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that you're Black, or my family was Googling and looking for Black urologists, and we specifically chose you. We'll drive for hours just to come see me because they want to see someone who they believe is going to be invested in them, invested in their care. So it's nice to be in this position where you can talk to your community about, their health issues, and make sure that they are educated and are getting the care they need, doing preventative measures. And then you find a lot of things that they've been told by other healthcare providers that's just completely off the wall. And so to be able to kind of redirect that and give them the adequate education that they need, and to just listen to their complaints and their concerns and actually try to address them, it means the world to me.
Okay, yeah, wonderful. Yes, I'm so excited for you and your organization and your growth. So if somebody is looking to support you guys, where can they find you?
You can check out our website at urologyunbound.org. You can find me at ShenelleWilsonMD.com. That website is under construction. Actually, they both are, but they're there, so you can find me there. And then definitely there's ways to support us on urologyunbound.org. We're always looking to partner with folks who are interested in the same things that we are. And so definitely reach out.
Yes, definitely. And another place you can find them is on bydefault.com, another website that is currently under construction. But we list every possible type of organization and business, and nonprofits are definitely part of our community. We just want everybody to be able to find the resources that they need, and there are medical students out there that need you. So yes, we definitely are very proud and honored that you agreed to be listed on the website.
Well, I'm just so impressed that you started a website like that. I mean, you know as well as I do, you go Googling and trying to find Black-owned businesses all the time because we want to be intentional with our support. So I just commend you for starting this website and this directory. I think it's going to be, it's going to be powerful. It's very meaningful to our community. So thank you.
Oh, Thank you. Thank you. So that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on our by default highlight reel. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe, and go to the website bydefault.com, BUYDEFAULT.com to sign up. Bye.
Bye, everyone.